Hey, this is Byron. Welcome, 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 welcome. If you're seeing me on Facebook, my YouTube page is at Byron Banks 4576. Now let's get to the video. I'm going to talk about the stock market because a lot of my friends and family are asking me, how do I get in the stock market and be successful? I'm going to tell you today exactly some things you should look for, some red flags and some green flags to show green is good, red is bad, to show you exactly what to do and what not to do. The first thing is we're going to cover some things you want to look at. Make sure a stock, and it has it on the stock market, excuse the truck going past, the stock is undervalued. When something's undervalued, that's a hint that it might be a good stock. But you have to look at other things too. You don't want to get a stock that's overvalued. That means it didn't reach this peak, its exit point, and you don't want to buy a stock at an exit point. You want to buy it at an entry point. I'm explaining that a little bit later. Okay, get a stock that's undervalued. Get a stock that has good news on it recently. Don't look at a news down a year ago. Look at news that was yesterday or a week ago or today. Make sure the stock has good news on it, because the stocks can turn real bad with the news. Something bad happening to go bankrupt, anything. It can turn real bad. So look at the news, the present news on it. Look at the volume on it. If the volume is doing $50 million a day, then all of a sudden it's the middle of the stock day and it's already at 50 million and it's going higher and the stock is going up gradually. That's a sign, that's a green flag. That's a sign of a good stock right there. So look at the volume on it. Look at the history of the stock. Like I said, the stock it'll show you what it did today, what it did the last 5 days, what it did last month, what it did last year, and it will show you year to date how the stock is doing. And sometimes that can indicate which direction the stock is going and if it's overvalued or undervalued. Those are just some helpful hints right there. Look and see if it's bullish or bearish. Bullish is good. That means the stock is going up. Bearish is bad. I just want to teach you some stock 101. Look, make sure the stock is bullish. These are some things you want to look at before you get your first stock. Look at some of these things. There's a lot more too. Look and see what the analysts are saying about the stock. If it's underperform, that's good, that's green. If it's positive, that's green. If it's neutral or hold, that's yellow. But if it says sell, that's red. You don't want to buy a stock where all the analysts are saying sell the stock. You want it when it's green, like underperform or overweight, that's green. Positive, that's green. Strong buy, that's green. Those are the type of stocks that you want, trust me. I've been doing this for so long, like 30 years now, and I bought a couple of stocks where it was red, and I should not have done that. Get some stocks cost like $100 for one share. Some stocks cost $1,000 for one share. You got to have in your mind how many shares you want to buy, because some stocks could be so high where you only can afford like a couple of shares. Now some stocks are good, like $20 per share, and you can probably get quite a few shares if you start off with like your online brokerage account, maybe like 5,000, because you get a margins account too. They will loan you another 5,000 for buying power. Just another helpful hint there. And one second here. Okay, I am back. Another thing you want to look at when it comes to buying a stock. Now you want to write this stuff down because it's very, very, very important. So you want to get a stock and lose money on it. So write this stuff down. It's very important. Now, another thing is get a stock that pays a dividend. A dividend is free money on a certain date. It'll have it on that stock. That stock will pay you a certain amount of money if you have it for a certain time period. So make sure you write that down. Get a stock that's dividend because you get free money from that stock. That's all a dividend is. It shows the date on there, exactly what date that the dividend payout is going to be on. So check that right there. That's just something else. And find out if it's mega cap, large cap, mid cap, small cap, or micro cap. That's important because micro is the smallest. That's towards the volume the stock does. Micro cap is like from 25 million to 50 million to 300 million. That's a small cap stock or micro cap stock. Small cap is like 250 million to maybe like 2 billion. Mid cap is, it's hard to remember dollar amounts. Mid cap, I'm sorry, is 2 billion to 10 billion, and large cap stock is from 10 billion to 200 billion, and mega cap is just the biggest stocks in the world, probably like Amazon, Microsoft, and things like that. Now, the mid cap and small cap stocks could be very volatile. You got to watch for those. Those could go up 20 points one day and down 20 points the next day. Like I said, write this down and definitely give me your opinion on this as well. Now, the mega and a large cap stocks are not that volatile. They're more safer. You're not going to make a boatload of money in one day. I'm going to say it like that. But you're not going to lose either. It's a more like a steady stream like that. The volatile stocks like the mid cap and small cap, they could go up like this. You could lose millions of dollars one day and gain $1 million the next day. I'm exaggerating, but that can happen. It counts how many shares you buy. So look and see what cap it is, mid cap, and it shows it on the screen right under the dollar amount on the stock. Look for the earnings date. Earnings date is very important. Earnings date is a date where the stock is being judged for that previous quarter, if it made its revenue and all that stuff. And on that date, the earnings date, the stock can go up 100 points or go down 100 points, because they look at the stock and evaluate it, and then they determine how the stock is doing. So the earnings date is very important. These things I'm telling you, like I said, write it down, because you need all this stuff before you buy your first stock. I'm trying to tell you this. And like I said, like, subscribe, and share this video, because I want everybody to know exactly what's going on when it comes to the stock market. There's nobody else going to get in more detail towards a stock or the stock market like I am. To me, I'm the best in the world. I'm being honest with you, because I study the stock 24 hours a day. I study it early in the morning before the stock market opens up. I study when the stock market opens up. In Chicago time, from 8:30 to 3 o'clock. The early morning trading is like from 6 o'clock to 8:30 in the morning. And I study it after the market closed at 3 o'clock. The market closed at 3 o'clock. I study the stock from 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock when the, how do I say it? The extended hours extend to 7 o'clock at night. A lot of people don't know about that. So I study it all the time, every day. I'm retired, and that's one of my hobbies. It gives me things to do, but I try to make sure I tell the people out there exactly what to look for, because I don't want nobody to lose money the way I lost money when I first started doing the stock market. Everybody the money be burning in their pocket. They got their online brokerage account. They got all this money in there. They just want to buy a stock. It don't work that way. Buy a good stock so you can make more money. Don't just let the money sit there until you find that needle in a haystack, that good stock. And that's what I'm here for. I'm going to give you some stocks on my next video, so make sure you watch this video all the way through to tell you what's a good stock and what's not a good stock. I'm gonna give you the name of the stock to buy, and timing is everything. I'm gonna tell you when to buy it and when to sell it. So you ain't gotta do no leg work. I'm gonna do all the leg work. I'm 32 out of 33 towards getting stocks right. I am making so much money for so many people, but I'm not gonna talk your ear off. I'm not gonna brag. Make sure you try to learn the fundamental analysis of a stock. That's very important. I'm sweating a little bit because I'm really fired up right now. Make sure you learn the technical analysis of a stock. That's important too. And you could Google some of this stuff, and you can learn off of Google, or contact AI, and they can explain it to you. But you should know all this stuff. The mathematical part of a stock, you got to know that. I mean, the EPS and the PE, price to earnings, and earnings per share. You got to know what this stuff means and how it affects the stocks, how it affects the stocks. Oh man, I'm really fired up here. Now I'm gonna go to the screen because I don't want to keep you no more, but write all this stuff down and watch this if you want to learn about stocks. This is very important, because the stock market, you don't have to work anymore if you do it right. The stock market could be your #1 source of income if you do it right, and that's what I'm here for. I'm gonna teach you that. Let's go to the screen. I'm tired of talking. Let's go to the screen. Hey, I'm back, and I want to show you, this is important. At the top of every screen, when it comes to, follow my stick here, when it comes to the stock market, it shows the Dow Jones. The Dow Jones is up 283 points. You can see it. It's right at the top of the stock that you're buying. The Dow Jones is up 283 points. And that means most likely a lot of stocks is going to go up because it's in green. Remember that. It's in green, so that's important. The NASDAQ is down 136. That's not good. It's red. The S&P 500 is down 6.93. That's not good. There's a couple of things to look at that I didn't cover earlier on in the video. Okay, now you want to look at, I'm just using this stock, PFE. That's the symbol for the stock. Every stock has a symbol. PFE is trading at $27.60. That's not a bad dollar amount right there. You can see it on the screen. That's not a bad, because you could buy quite a few shares if you got like 10,000 or 5,000 in your account. Okay, now let's go on to the next one. Hold on, something else on here. Hold on one second. Okay, this is what I was telling you about the history of the stock. It shows year to date right here, 1 month, 5 days, and 1 day, and 1 year and 5 years in all. See how the stock is going back and forth like this? It goes up and down. These are the dates right here. The months is underneath, and the dollar amounts it's been going to is right over here. You can see it right on the side. So it shows you how the stock been doing, going up and down. And I got it year to date. You see it was up here at 27. Now it went down to 22, and it went back and forth from 22 to 23. This is very important. Write this down. Now it's back up to 27. That means this stock can be overvalued because it didn't reach its peak for the last, since the stock been out, since, I don't know, 5 years, whatever, however long the stock been, produced. This stock has reached its max right here. Now it might still go up because of the next thing I'm going to show you. But one more thing I want to show you while I'm on this page is, I'm scrolling up here. You see how it says equal weight right here? That's in yellow. That's okay. It got hold right here. That's in yellow. That's okay. Now, this particular analyst, this is the analyst research. This particular analyst says positive. That's green. See how the colors are? Green is good, yellow's okay, and red is bad. All the rest is hold. That means it's an okay stock. That's what the analysts are telling you. Now, if the stock get too overvalued, it keeps going up. These will turn red and say sell that stock. So the analysts will help you. Write that stuff down. Analysts will help you. The stock market, they will not. They'll try not to let you fail. They will tell you what's a good stock and what's not a good stock. You just have to read between the lines of what's going on. Now, the next thing I want to show you. Okay, the next thing I want to show you, once again, I already said that, I'm going to say it again, is you see the average volume, 74 million. Can you see it? Yes, you can see it right there. Okay, the volume for today, and it's only 12 o'clock, is 43 million. So that tells me that stock might reach the 74 million or more by the end of the day, since we got 3 more hours in the trading day. So that's a good sign right there. That's the volume right there. That's what, the volume is very important. And remember I said something about EPS and PE ratio? See, it's, hold on 1 second here. Okay, the PE ratio is right here. It's right written on there, 19.64. The EPS, 1.88. You can see it. It's all written right there. That's very important. All you got to do is Google or call AI and find out how you determine the mathematical part of having a stock. It got beta right here. That's very important. Usually the stock market be at 1.0. This is at 0.6 right here. That's a mathematical part. I've been doing it for so long, I know this by heart. Outstanding shares. The more outstanding shares that you have, the better. That's very important. Now here go the dividend payout right here. I was telling you. The dividend payout right there. That's the date right there. So this stock has a dividend payout and an ex-dividend date. You got to have the stock by this date right here. The ex-dividend date. That's very important. And remember I told you about the earnings report. You got to know about the earnings report. Next earnings date is 11/4/2025. That's very important. It's all written right around the stock. Everything is written right in circle, right around the stock, so you don't have to look for it. And I got the 52-week right here. You can see it, the 52-week range, how the stock been doing for the last year. This started out at 20.92 and to 30.43. So that's very important too. Right now it's at $27 a share. Now let's go to the next point. Okay, like I said, keep up with me here. I want to make sure you know what you're doing before you buy your next stock. The news come out, and they got the date right here. The date the news came out on. There's some really strong news or some really bad news. This right here, it says Nvidia and the visible hand of Trump's capitalism. This is about what Trump is doing and everything like that. There's really no really big news that's going to change the stock. But read the news every day. See what's written about that particular stock. The news is written right underneath the name of the stock and things like that. Okay, this is something else I want to show you. On every stock, on most of the stocks, they have a price analyst. They saying this stock is trading at $27 a share, right? Right now, it's estimated to go to 32.23. The market says it's $19 undervalued. Undervalued. That's a good thing. If this was in red, if it was 30, if it was like the stock is trading at 28, but they saying that the stock is predicted to go down to 12. That's bad. Do not buy the stock. That's very important. This stock is a bullish, 90% bullish. I don't know if you can see it on the screen. I'm going to show it to you right now. Remember I said something about bullish or bearish? This stock right here, the needle point is right around it, is 90% bullish. That's green. That's good. Green is always good. 90% bullish. If it was bearish, that's bad. They got bearish right here, but it's saying it's bullish. 90% bullish. So look for that before you buy your stock. There's so much more when it comes to buying a stock. I just really wanted to help you out as best as I can. As best as I can. I said it wrong. Please excuse my language. I'm 63 years old, but I'm doing the best I can. There's so many other things you have to look at as well. That's where just subscribe to my video and I will do that leg work for you towards finding out if it's bullish, to finding out the volume and all that stuff, and I'll tell you if that stock is a good stock. Leave comments on my page if you got any questions about any stock. That's one thing you do. If you got any questions about any stock before you buy it, leave a comment on my page, or my email address is on there too. Ask me if that's a good stock or not, so you can make money. So you can make money. It's all it comes down to. Contact my email address or leave comments on my YouTube page, which is at Byron Banks 4576. So my YouTube page is at Byron Banks 4576. I'm 32 out of 33 towards getting these stocks correct. I have a gift from God towards doing this. I do. Please give me a chance so I can help you out. It's very important that everything I said you need to acknowledge and watch this video over and over again, because I'm going to bring out another video about more things you need to look at before you buy your first stock. I mean that. I just want to help people. I'm making so much money for so many different people, but I want to make money for more people. I want people to trust me because, like I said, I'm 33 out of 34, and the one I got wrong was pretty close. They almost made money on it, but there's nobody perfect but God himself. But I just think that the stock market is the way to go. It's the best way of financial success if you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to lose so much money. I'm not going to keep you. Thank you for watching my video. Leave comments, please, and subscribe so my videos can get to you immediately, because I'm going to have another hot stock blockbuster pick for you in a couple of days. But I'm trying to find that great stock where you're going to make money. Probably tomorrow morning or tonight. I'm still researching the stock, but I'm going to find something for you. Trust me on this. Like I said, subscribe to my videos so you can see exactly what stock I have picked for you and I have evaluated for you. If you have a stock, like I said, leave comments on and your opinion on this video so I could tell you and I could give you an answer. Because once you send me a comment, I send it right back. I always answer my comments when somebody leave me a comment. So trust me. My name is Byron Banks, and I'm gonna see you guys as millionaires. We both gonna be millionaires, me and you.